Hard cheeses, not worth it. I know it's a little bit of a controversial opinion for a homesteader, but really, they're just not worth it. Soft cheeses and fresh cheeses, on the other hand, totally worth it, totally delicious. I'm Kimberly, I'm a backyard homesteader, and I'm in the hobby room today because it's snowing outside and there's like a snowmageddon hitting the whole US and it's time to clean the hobby room. So here I am. I'm also checking on my kids' plants that they've started, just a couple of flowers for some homeschooling stuff that we've got going on because, you gotta make homeschooling fun, and why not tie in the whole plants and stuff? So, why are hard cheeses not worth it, while fresh cheeses are? And the answer has to do with a couple different things. First, time. Soft cheeses can be made and fresh cheeses can be made in a day. Maybe two if you're like really taking it slow. We had a mozzarella we took 2 days with and it was so good. Hard cheeses, on the other hand, take 2.5 to 3 months. That's for the short ones. But some of them take like a year. And that's a year sitting inside of a wine fridge or cold storage room or somewhere where you can control the temperature and the humidity. And that whole time you don't have the delicious cheese to be eating, which, it's cheese. It's delicious. You want to be eating it. In any case, another reason it's not worth it is you got to have a lot of stuff. If you don't have a cold storage that's got a controlled temperature like ours isn't, then you got to have somewhere else to put it. We ended up buying a used wine fridge, and it was okay, but it only controlled temperature, which is half of the equation. You also need one that can control the humidity, and ours didn't do that, so we had to get a little humidity sensor and put that in and keep an eye on it and put water in a little bowl in the bottom of the thing, and it was just, go check on it regularly. It was just long, very long. In any case, still very good cheese. Another reason with all the equipment is, let's see, where is it? Excuse the mess. That is our homemade cheese press. We just put weights on top of it because, why not dual purpose stuff? And yeah, the only downside to making it ourselves is we got to do a lot of troubleshooting and a lot of making, which was actually kind of cool, but it also wasn't exactly level. So it might be better to buy one if you're going to be big into cheese making. And I don't know that we're there because, again, hard cheeses aren't really worth it in my opinion, despite having all of the equipment. Well, not the wine fridge. We did end up selling that because we only had it to make cheese and we're not currently making any cheese, so we didn't want to have an extra appliance just around, so we went ahead and sold it. Another reason why hard cheeses aren't worth it is the fact that, okay, we've made one hard cheese, so I realize that this sample size is really, really small, but with our whole sample size of one hard cheese, and it was very cheddar-like, it tasted just like store-bought cheddar, which was kind of cool because we made cheddar cheese. That's freaking awesome. But it tasted exactly the same. Like there was zero taste difference. And it was kind of disappointing because I expected it to taste better, but it didn't. The other thing was it lost its flavor crazy fast. And this is something that other people don't talk about. But homemade cheese doesn't keep its flavor for very long. So once you open it, you've got 3 days max. In fact, on the 3rd day, the flavor was gone. And at the end of a week, it was molding throughout. So you've got to eat it fast or cook it fast or something because that flavor is going to go and it's going to spoil pretty quick. Granted, we're not using any preservatives in this, so it's kind of cool, but also there's not a whole lot of, my kids don't eat a lot of cheese. So it's like, how much cheese can I eat without getting, stopped up? I know, probably a TMI question, but it's one you gotta ask yourself, how constipated are you willing to be to eat all that cheese? In any case, I can't believe I just talked about that. But fresh cheeses, on the other hand, are usually made in smaller batches, and you're usually gonna eat them right then and there. Mozzarella is just delicious. It's really hard to go over on that. And pannier, that's probably my favorite of all the cheeses. I could make that for every day of the year, and it's just delicious. Probably because it's fried, and anything fried is delicious. But it's still delicious cheese. So yeah, because of the fact that all the equipment it takes, the time it takes, how fast it goes bad, we went ahead and called making hard cheeses at home a fun experiment, but not something that we're going to plan on repeating on a regular basis, hence the selling of the wine fridge and the reason the cheese press is next to my bike. In any case, we're going to keep making fresh cheeses, and I hope you guys learned something from this and that it hopefully saves you a little bit of time and headache in making those hard cheeses that, while delicious, honestly, just getting them at the grocery store is probably easier. Now, if you want to control what goes into your cheese, definitely make it. That way you can control exactly what's in it. But keep in mind it's going to be a whole lot of work, and if you don't control the humidity as well, I think that might have had to do something with the flavor going away faster, but it would have to be something I'd test. In any case, my kids are coming to find me, so I will catch you guys soon.